Hey everybody. So I'm gonna do commentary for this video because I've been hearing in the grapevine that the Nattak boss fight on hard mode is actually like the hardest fight in the entire game. Um, so far I haven't done the final bosses or anything like that yet, so I can't really confirm or deny that. But I can agree that this boss is incredibly tough for sure. I think it took me about 4 or 5 attempts, I believe, and the first two, I was only doing like a quarter of his HP, and it felt like damn, dude, I couldn't get anything wrong or couldn't get anything right because it just seemed like it was a whole lot of snowballing effects that could happen. So initially, when my strat initially that I wanted to do was to cast like cure spells on him because it it stuns him for a little while, and then I kind of realized that I was running out of MP too quickly, so I wasn't able to heal myself or res when I needed it. So I ended up scrapping that idea altogether. Why I think it could be a good idea every now and then, I would not rely on that for sure. So as you notice there, he summons these he'll summon these two skulls during the fight. You'll notice if you just watched it because Barrett died because I was too slow on taking him out. When he does that, you want to go after those targets first. Prioritize them. Whatever you were doing to Nattak, stop. Go right after those skulls, because if you let too much time pass, they will cast death and it'll just kill your teammate. It'll just kill both. Ultimately, they can kill both of you if you don't take out both the skulls. So that's what happened to Bear. That's why he just died, because I was too slow on doing it. So what I did to take them out quickly was I would use Sidewinder with red, and then I would pretty much either use overcharge with Barrett, or if I had the ATB, use Maximum Fury, because the skulls aren't very hard to take out. If you focus them pretty fast, you can get them both taken out rather quickly. So another one of his attacks you want to watch out for is Drain. Yeah, see, when you see those little soul flames get summoned, do whatever you can to, and you don't have to do what I did where you just chase after him. You can just switch to the other character. Just let Red take out his own, and then Barrett take out his own. Do whatever you want to do with that. Anyways, another one you want to watch out for is when he does Drain. Drain will take a lot of your HP away, and it also heals him as well. So, and then I think when you start hitting like the second phase, he starts doing an MP drain as well. So that could be a big problem. And so, like, when you do enough damage to him, you'll pressure him, and that's when you want to kind of save your synergy attacks. I did synergy attacks during that to kind of build up I wanted to be able to build up my limit break gauges. So I had like three gauges, so I could do my level 3 limit breaks. And since Red was kind of built to where he had the folio, I think, is where he gained, or no, it's the accessory that I have. I'll show it when I show my build at the end of the fight. He has the ability when he does guards, when he guards attacks, his limit break gauge will fill up quicker. So that's why you'll probably see Red getting a lot of like limit breaks, quite possibly. And if you get them pretty fast, you could probably use them to do a lot of damage to Nattak. So yeah, as you notice when you hit the second phase, this is the same as if you're playing on New Game. He'll summon a bunch of soul flames. You want to take them out because after a while he's going to buff himself, I believe, in multiple different ways. So an easy way that you can do that is you can use Maximum Fury with Red, or Barrett, sorry, not Red. And Stardust Ray, if you get them all clumped up together, you can use Stardust Ray. There was like one of my attempts where they were all like together and he took out like half the field with just one Stardust Ray. It's pretty crazy. Also, don't be afraid to use, it's an ability I didn't use in this attempt. I've used it in other attempts when I needed it. But Red's ability to be able to heal, he has, I forget what the name of it was, but it'll tell you, you can use his Vengeance Gates to basically get like a party-wide heal. That will also be helpful with saving MP. Don't hesitate to use Prayer as well. I had Prayer on Barret. That's definitely going to be something that's going to save. I think the biggest thing that you would probably need to worry about is MP. I think this fight is definitely the one where I worried about my MP the most. Like all the other boss fights, it felt like I had an abundance of it, and I probably could have been way less stingy about using it. I could have used way more MP, but in this fight, it felt like you could really run out of MP fast, especially if you are casting cures on Nattak to get some stuns every now and then. I would probably recommend saving it for like maybe if you need a quick heal or something. If you need a heal, throw out the thing to stun him enough so you can throw out your healing spells as well. Yeah, this one I didn't use my synergy because I didn't have it built up. But yeah, ultimately I wanted to use my synergy abilities while he was staggered to build. Yeah, as I said earlier, to get the 3. Oh wait, I had my 3 MP gauges. I summoned here as well. I would definitely recommend doing that. It doesn't matter which summon it is, because he doesn't have an elemental weakness. Nattak does not have an elemental weakness, so it doesn't matter which summon you use. I would just recommend using it because you could use the extra firepower, to be honest. And maybe if you want to, you can save it for when he casts the Doom during the Doom phase to help you finish him off. But what I did during the 3rd phase was I built up my limit break. I was hoping to have it for both of them, but Barret didn't get his all the way up. I didn't have the folio. I didn't have the folio for him where he builds up his limit break gauge faster. So I probably could have given him. I could have given him the accessory with Red. That's also another thing that you could do. Is the accessory that I have on Red, you could give it to Barret because blocking with him would also build up his limit break gauge. Another thing I would probably recommend using, this is up to you, is probably having Barret cast Lifesaver, so that way Red doesn't have to worry too much about healing. So Barret will take most of the brunt of the damage, you know, and then all you have to worry about was healing Barret instead, and then you can have Red focus on doing physical damage. Magic, I don't know how well magic will work in here. You could probably cast some magic spells, but since the boss doesn't have any elemental weaknesses, I didn't feel the need to use it. So here's where he casts a Doom phase, and I think this is probably the part of the fight that I think most people might have trouble with, trying to kill him before Doom procs. So another thing, you might be thinking, well, why not put on the safety bit? Because it prevents death? No, it does not. You cannot wear the safety bit. It will tell you that you're immune, but you will die once the timer runs out. The safety bit will not save you at all. So what I did was, yeah, I tried to make sure that I had a limit break during this phase, so that way I could use a level 3 limit break, which is going to do a massive amount of damage here. I think I might have used it beforehand. Yeah, I think that's why. Probably one of the reasons why I got the stagger here. So, yeah, too bad I can't really say that there's like this 100% strat that's gonna just work every time. I just don't think that Nattak has that, to be honest. Like, I think the only thing that I can really say is just like learn his attack patterns really. Like, learn his attack patterns so you can block his attacks. And then there's a, oh, I forgot to mention there was this other attack that he does. He does like a grab or something like that. A lot of the times he caught me with it. You'll probably notice that he caught Red with it in the early bit of the fight. It's a pain in the ass to dodge, probably because every time I saw it coming, the windup was a little bit slow. So I would dodge before, and then like he would catch me as I was landing. So it's like, the one thing I would say is kind of watch out for that. Don't spam your dodge. Just kind of give it a second or two and then dodge, like either backwards. But the ability does kind of tend to suck you in, so it's a pain in the ass to. And if you got the perfect dodge, if you got the perfect block down, you could block it. If you have a fully upgraded, if you have that fully upgraded block materia. So I'm showing off my materia loadout here. Yeah, this is ultimately what I ran. I really haven't done too many deviations from boss fight to boss fight. I haven't really needed to do too many different things, to be honest. But yeah, like, all I could say is just like keep at it, and this you can beat this fight. I really think you can beat this fight. Like, if you just maybe just kind of see what I did, incorporate stuff that works for you in your playstyle and stuff, and yeah. Since he doesn't really have like elemental weaknesses, you know, magic isn't really gonna save your ass in this fight. And it is really tough with like two of them. So I think with that, I'm gonna let this cutscene play out, just because I kept this in here because this cutscene is actually incredible. So I'm leaving it in here. If you want to watch it, go ahead. If not, this is where you can kind of bow out of the video. But thanks anybody for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Kind of tell me how it went for your fight, what you did. Like what you did if you beat this fight and you're just watching to see what other people did, you know. Or, yeah, just let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
And there he has stood ever since, his watch eternal, our savior.
What about my mom? Did she know what had happened to him?
Oh. Why, of course she did. It was, after all, she and Seto who asked me to see her off the cave.
But why? Why did she never tell me the truth?
Because she knew that if she did, you would attempt to seek your father out all by yourself. Your parents strove to keep our Vale safe. But there is one thing they fought even harder to protect. You, Nanaki, their son.
She was afraid because I was too small and weak.
Back then, perhaps, but not anymore. Heavens no. You've become a fine warrior in your own right. And that is precisely why I brought you here. But this is not where your journey is meant to end, my dear boy. You must leave the Vale once more.
But I'm a watcher now. I gotta protect our home like he did.
Listen to me, Nanaki. When I first heard your friends' emphatic warnings, I dismissed them outright. No more than the ravings of misguided youths. When you've lived as long as I have, you start to believe you've seen it all, that no surprises remain. But I realize now how very foolish I have been. The eyes that I thought saw the world clearly have grown blind to new possibilities.
But
I would hate to impede your progress any further. I bid you leave, Nanaki, before, like me, you become inured to your own ignorance. With sharper eyes and keener ears, go forth and in my stead seek the great truths of our world. Look after him for me.
Don't worry. We will.
You failed this trial, my boy. Continue your training and try again. Are you up to the task, Nattak?
You bet I am. After all. I am Nattak, Watcher of Cosmo Canyon, and son of Seto, protector of our Vale.
Hearken unto me. My name is Nattak. O brave and noble Seto, I beseech you once more, hear the urgent pleas of my people. My thanks, Seto. You are as magnanimous as ever. The warrior Nanaki, and you, the Cetra. Come with me.
Was...
Oh, an exciting turn of events indeed.
We'll back you up for 2,000.
No. This one's free.